My name's Jennifer King. I live at the Noah shelter in Hyannis. Well, my father has multiple sclerosis, and I was living with him, taking care of him as a personal care attendant, and we got him a spot at the Boston home, which is the nursing home for multiple sclerosis patients. And it was the best place for him to go, but I lost my job and my home all in the same week. Yeah, it was really hard. I miss him a lot, but it was what was best for him. And then finding me a spot afterwards was kind of hard because I didn't have, other than, you know, working in a kitchen before, I didn't really have any other experience with other stuff. So the incentive program is a program for people. We get special privileges, but we also have to clean the shelter. Like we do, you know, a couple of people work in the kitchen cooking and doing dishes. I clean the medical room, do the office trash, vacuum, stuff like that, and then but we get to stay in all day instead of having to be out at 7:30. It's actually a big privilege, and you actually have to, the staff has to vote you into the program. They have to you have to be, you know, well behaved in the shelter, and you have to show that you're trying to get somewhere in life. So we ended up meeting up at my last luncheon, my last day of class from a culinary program that I was taking through the shelter. We served a big lunch for a lot of different people, from housing to people from the school and people who donated. It was 4 weeks, and we got our first week we did Serve Safe training, and then we took the Serve Safe test, and then it was 3 weeks of culinary training. We did anywhere from basic stuff, you know, yeast doughs, baking, we did saute, we broiled, baked, learned sanitation skills in the kitchen and how to set up a kitchen properly, up to the end of the day where we clean and put everything away, to labeling and dating food that we made, stuff like that. ServSafe is a certificate that you receive, or when you take a test to receive, that basically states that you know your sanitation in the kitchen, cross-contamination, like a healthy way to handle food. And you need it in order to work in any kitchen. Like I said, we did baking, saute. We basically learned, you know, breakfast. We did a lot of lunch, obviously. We did it a lot during the day, but it was pretty much it. You know, breakfast, lunch, and desserts. So we learned how to make our own roux and like stock, chicken stock, stuff like that, so we can make our own soups and our own gravies and stuff like that too. We did a sauteed chicken with a Asian spice. We did, I can't remember for you guys, we did carrots and oh yeah, that's right, the snow peas, I'm sorry, we did 2 lunches. So the snow peas, the carrots, and then the sauteed chicken with the Asian spice, and then we had our homemade breads. Each of the kids, or the students, had their own version of bread, so depending on who did what. There were 2 students. One was a man who works at a Baptist church. He lives at a Baptist church. He was from Noah, and there was another girl who was also from Noah, but she ended up finding housing before the program started. This program changed my life completely, actually. Before the program, I really had no direction and no idea what I was going to do with my life. And when I got into this program, it gave me every sense of pride and that I could do and accomplish something. And now I'm heading off to college for culinary because of the program. So I would have never thought I could do that without this program. This gave me every self-esteem I've ever needed. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Bad things do happen in life, but how I react to them defines my character and my way of life, you know. The Noah Culinary Program has definitely changed my life. I think that people would really want to donate to Noah because it's their community that they're helping. I was part of the community, and I ended up at Noah never thinking that I'd ever end up there, but I ended up there, and I could really have used some help from some people, and the more the help, the better we are, the faster I get out of there. If they hadn't donated, I would have never gotten into the program that I'm in, so I appreciate it.